ねえ、聞こえてる？君と共にキリキリなファイト。あからさまに見せられるなファイト。僕はいつもあのリズムなファイト。私だけの見もらうなファイト。
This is a Dragon Ball Z OCG podcast, your number one source for everything DBZ OCG. This is our final week of previews for Set 6's release, so we'll be discussing 7 more preview cards, as well as expectations from the upcoming sealed event tournament. Welcome to podcast episode 9, where we're in our final week of previews for Ascension. Joining us today are Kamikalo.
Hi.
Bohan.
Hey.
And Seijin.
I got chicken.
Out of the oven, yes. Looks like we've got 7 cards to preview today, so we're going to jump right into them. The first card that we have here is Android 18's Front Punch. Kami, did you want to read that one off for us?
Okay, it's an Android 18 only card. It's physical attack doing +2 life cards of damage. For the remainder of combat, you may remove 2 cards from your sensei deck in place of an attack to remove one of your opponent's drills in play from the game. Remove from the game after use.
So we're finally starting to get into the point where cards in your sensei deck are not only there for trading out, but also affect the game as well.
Didn't
Yeah,
they
this
already
is
do with fruit?
Huh?
Didn't Fruit of the Tree of Might already do that?
Kind of. It's more along the lines of having the cards in your sensei deck as a cost, essentially. Because Old Z did that with a few cards I know, where you remove cards in your sensei deck to like double the base damage or something like that.
Gives people the reason to use Bulma.
And to have higher, larger sensei decks, yeah.
Plus hiding the mastery.
Yep. Now our next card on the list here is Cell's Threatening Position. Bohan, did you want to read that one off?
Okay. If your opponent's card effect is preventing them from winning by most powerful personality victory, lower their MP to its lowest personality level. Remove from the game after use, limit 2 per deck.
So this is
And
another
that's
one of
also-
those cards. Well, that was
That's also an
Pro
event
Multi-
combat.
That's what? Oh yeah, event
That's also
combat.
an event.
Oh, just an event.
Yeah, so it can be sphered. And this is one of those cards that was brought over from Old Z with a bit of a tweak to it, correct?
Yeah.
Pretty much, just so it didn't absolutely obliterate Anger. But I could up it to limit 2 this way as well, so that you can search for it with Legacy if you want.
Excellent. All right, our third card here is Krillin's Desperation. Seijin, you want to read that off?
Sure. Energy Combat, Krillin only. Energy Attack. This attack does +1 power stage of damage for each power stage your opponent's MP is above 0. You may remove one of your opponent's non-combat cards and play from the game.
So we're getting a little more Krillin love this set then.
Woohoo!
Well, he hasn't really gotten much lately, so.
True. Probably see him a little bit more in the Maelstrom Mastery now, though. Okay, and the next card that we have on our listing here is Orange Scavenging. It's an event combat card that says remove the bottom 4 cards of your opponent's discard pile from the game. And if you have the Orange Zenith Mastery, if you remove 3 or fewer cards in this way, remove the rest of the 4 cards from the bottom of your opponent's life deck. So,
I have a question. Why is it the bottom of your opponent's life deck?
So it can hit Dragon Balls.
Ah.
there you go.
And it can remove the Dragon Balls?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
Just like, what was it, Black Front Kick? Is that the one
Yep.
that removes the top 3?
Yep.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't specify non-Dragon Ball, it can usually target it.
Cool.
Okay, and our next card is actually the Mastery itself, Orange Zenith Mastery. Kami, did you want to read that off for us?
Okay, when one of your orange style cards removes the last card in your opponent's discard pile from the game, you may advance your MP 1 personality level or shuffle the bottom X cards in your discard pile into your life deck. X equals your current personality level.
So basically, Orange Zenith is going to be very focused on card removal from the game in general.
Discard pile removal and trying to advance levels. After you get up to level 5, you'll be able to regen a lot of cards as well.
So this is the kind of mastery that's fairly well built for, say, Zarbon in general.
Zarbon, Vegeta, Nappa.
Yep.
Hmm.
The next card that we have here is Trunks' Burning Storm. Bohan, you want to read that off?
Alright, it's an energy combat card. It's Trunks only. Energy attack doing 2 life cards of damage, costs 0 power stages to perform. Your opponent's card effects cannot change the cost of this attack. You may discard a location in play. Locations cannot be put into play until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Okay. So before this, did we have anything that was anti-location for, say, a Trunks sword deck?
Yes. Piccolo's
What
Moon
was it?
Obliteration.
Oh, right. Yeah. This is a little more cost-effective for it, though.
Right.
Yeah.
He's in your lab blowing up your machines.
And now all we need is sword cards with blocks, huh? All right, the last card.
Block.
They parry.
Yep.
Ha. Anyway, the last card that we have here for preview is Android 17's Energy Shield. Sajin, you want to read that one off?
Sure. This is an energy combat. Android 17 only. Stop an energy attack. Prevent all damage from your opponent's other energy attacks for the remainder of combat. You may shuffle this card into your life deck after use. Limit 1 per deck.
So some more Android-specific cards, specifically just for 17, of course.
Right.
Are there other cards like this for, say, 18 or 16 that are just for them?
Well, there's the Android 18's Front Punch.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Okay. Well, looks like that's all the preview cards that we have here. But what we do have is a listing of the sealed pre-constructed decks. It looks like the way that things are being set up is that there's a specific card listing for each mastery and a specific card listing for each personality. So when you get the personality and the mastery, you'll get the cards listed for each one individually as a pool, essentially. Is that how it's working?
Yeah. You'll get a pre-constructed deck of 35 cards, and then you'll get a random 70 cards from the Ascension set as well.
That should be plenty for somebody to build exactly what they're looking for. We're also working with the Rainbow Tokuiwaza rules. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Which I know there's been a little bit of confusion on that, but I think we got it sorted out in the thread for it.
I think so.
I think so, yeah. If anybody has any questions, bug Nova. He has nothing better to do right now, I'm sure.
He'll happily answer all the questions.
I'm going to be judging this tournament, but yeah, bug Nova about it.
So you're actually going back into judging tournaments?
Yeah, we're taking turns.
Participating and winning?
We're taking turns for them, so Nova's going to be able to enter this one, and I'll judge it.
Okay. Well, the list is kind of long, so we're not going to go into the actual specifics, mainly because we're going to have them posted in the podcast thread anyway. But because you guys have access to the list itself, what do you think is going to be a fairly strong combination in this sealed for main personality and mastery?
16 blue blazing.
Yeah?
16's not in this.
Oh, he's
Nope.
not? Oh, I thought I saw him.
Maybe you should
Oh,
read the
fusion.
list and comment.
I did!
Obviously not
Fusion.
well enough.
Oh, it's
Assuming-
17.
Are we allowing anyone to use any mastery?
No, they have to
Oh.
have the same heritage.
I'm sticking with Trunks Fusion.
Trunks fusion. uh, I'm sure
I
that'll
think
go well.
I think Red Maelstrom will probably do quite well because of using the cost-reducing power on other styled energy attacks to give you more cards to perform for free.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how much defense there is in this card pool, but Black Eclipse could probably do quite well as well with searching through the opponent's deck for a card to discard.
Yep. And actually, this kind of brings up a little bit of a question for me, though I have a pretty good idea what the answer is. When it comes to the randomization of main personality and mastery, somebody's not going to end up with a mastery that they can't flat out use, are they? Like, you're not going to give Kami a Cell Animus mastery, are you?
No.
Cell's not a style.
Or saying, jeez. I blame Bohan. He's knocking me off my game today. Bohan,
Hey, I
you're
was
fired.
one number off. Only one number.
Cell Animus. Anyway. Alright, so
Don't
it'll
get
be
Animus
somewhat
either.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Okay. And that we're getting our card pools on the 28th, and decks should be prepared by the 30th. Is that how that's working?
Yeah, that's how it is. So the decks need to be submitted by 10 p.m. CT on the 30th, and you should get the lists as soon as the set's released.
Excellent.
Cool.
I still say that being able to use any personality with any mastery for sealed would be fun, like Bulma Animus, which is awesome considering what the word Animus means, and Vegeta or Trunks fusion. These would be awesomely fun combinations that you can't use otherwise.
I think
You
it
should
would be
have said
fun.
something earlier.
Somebody chime in. Both of you were talking at the same time. Somebody start again.
What did Kami say?
I said you should have said something earlier while we were planning it. But
I
right
did!
now,
I even made a long post about how cool it would be to have those personalities and why you should be able to, using only the personalities from set 6, thus giving you at least 36 combinations.
I remember that post.
bold it next time or something so that I pay attention to it.
It was right after you posted.
Put in parentheses, Kami, read this.
Make it like 22 font size.
It was already like a page and a half long post.
It's not
Just
in the
like
pre-constructed deck post.
No.
It's not in the topic for the sealed tournament.
It's in the first topic you made talking about what to do for the set 6 sealed tournament.
The one with the poll.
I don't remember.
That's the one Manic made.
Okay, fine. It's the one that Josh made.
Okay, yeah, I didn't read that.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Wait, you're the most recent post.
I didn't read it when I was planning the tournament.
Wait, never mind. That most recent post was a different topic.
Alright, so, I know one of the
Hey,
things that
wait,
was
here it
discussed...
is. It's the playtesters, designers, and tournaments topic. Second post on the second page, you being the first post on the second page.
I'm getting confused.